Thank y'all for being here with us. T.E.P. episode 71? 70.
Depends on how you look at life.
Yeah, I think it's 70. I'm here. Jules here. Here with my good friend, brother man, Ed. How you doing?
Man, it's always funny. Like, I never forget one time you asked me how I was doing.
Uh-huh.
We were still in like undergrad, and you asked me. I was like, I'm all good, And you just looked at me with a straight face and you said, "No, how are you doing?" And I just broke down and just started telling you about everything.
Yeah, man.
I was like, it's a difference when somebody like
how you doing
really asking like, no,
how you doing?
No, how are you?
Yeah, how are you? Don't give me that BS. Don't give me that superficial surface level stuff.
Good, It's all good.
Because bro, everybody always dealing with something, bro. Like
that's true.
Bro, life is way too complex and stressful for you not to be dealing with nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like somebody.
Then it's always on the on the spectrum. It may not be something that's like super like. It may not be like really bad, but you may be going through something on the lighter end,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It may not be traumatic.
Yeah, you might be like, man, dang, I gotta hang this poster up at my house. I can't find no nails. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
So you might just have some first world problems going on.
Yeah. How's your week, man? Is anything to point out,
man?
Over these last couple of days,
it's been for me. It's been. I don't know, man. It's not been a lot. I don't know. I feel like it's peaceful right now. And, I used to didn't know how to exist in peace.
I'm about to say that makes some people worried.
Yeah. Or don't know how to exist in or call it boring or, I was like, no, but my life is peaceful right now.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's peaceful, man. I've been working long, them hours starting to stretch out now. But I went to my first one-on-one boxing training session this week, and it was cool, man. It was crazy because heck, I've been probably going in that class for about 3 months now, and what I learned in just an hour of just one-on-one time is probably more than about 3 months. Yeah.
What was they doing? Like they was showing you combinations?
We just broke it down. We started with footwork and making sure your feet placed right and how to move, and then we worked on throwing just straights and rotating your body how you supposed to, and it's so technical. Like boxing and golf, I know people may not think that, but they kind of one and the same from the perspective of technicalness. It's such a high level of technicality involved. And it's like when something is extremely technical, it's like what happens a lot of times is once you focus on one thing, you do that, but now it comes at the price of other things that you need to be doing too. So it was that's just what the entire hour was, me focusing on one thing, then messing up on something else, then focusing on that now. And now just trying to piece it all together. Yeah. But it's good, man. It was, like I said, I learned a lot. And the good thing about that, since it's so technical and whatnot, is and it is an individual thing. So I can work on what I learned, by myself. I don't need somebody with me to be able to practice and whatnot.
That's good when you get that one-on-one that somebody can actually tell you okay, you need to be working on this.
Because it's different in a class and somebody coming to walk by, but it's
when
18 other people there compared to, it's just y'all.
Yeah.
I see everything. But I've always been one of those people too, I don't know, if I know somebody if it's just me and one person, I know they only watching me, I'll tend to mess up more or be a little bit more tighter compared to if, I was in a group of people or, and I'm just doing it compared to if I know somebody watching me. I don't know.
You're going to be a little bit,
but that's with anything.
Scrutiny
if
does
somebody
that.
over my back, yeah.
Yeah, scrutiny does that, It makes you tighten up.
It do.
Has being in this boxing class make you watch boxing different? Probably not, huh?
No, I actually I do. I watch now, like from like the little technical stuff I know to see like, okay, are they turning their hips like that? Or but you know with them it's like it's so fast though, so it's not like slowed down to like the beginner level. These are like pros. But yeah, I watch now and see the different stuff and see like the difference, like
it can be so beautiful like that.
Yeah, how they like avoid stuff. Yeah, it is a different perspective in which I watch it now.
Yeah, for sure.
But
that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear.
But yeah, man, like I said, I just been
3 months, man,
existing in my peace.
Yeah,
and being okay with it. It's really been peaceful lately, man. Like it's, and it's like, you know, sometimes when you just they kind of got used to like chaos, not chaos, but you know, stuff
like
hectic,
like every day is something,
a little drama. But when it ain't nothing and it's just peaceful, man. I was riding to work today, and I was just thinking, you know, God for that man that is just like, man, it's beautiful right now. It's peaceful. I'm chilling, like, and it ain't like I'm stagnant because I'm doing stuff and working on stuff, but it's just peaceful right now. And I think too, like sometimes, like I said, if I'm in my younger days, I might have just viewed that as, dang, it's boring. Ain't nothing going on right now. Like, ain't no, it's just, life is just, it just is what it is. But nah, like, you know, you get older and you stuff and you start to realize like, nah, this is good. Because if that rain was coming and one bad thing after another, you wish you just had these times, you know.
I remember it'd be like, man, 2 months ago you weren't saying that.
No,
you know
I ain't, bro. I ain't had no unexpected expense.
Yeah.
I
had one.
That's what I'm saying. I've been chilling. Life been good, man. Like I say, working hard. You know, for the listeners, you know, we went to our first trivia night.
Yeah,
and,
we did.
You know, we was humbled. You know, it was, you know, we came in last, but you know. We went back again this week, y'all, and we had a few more people with us, and that's what that's about. Because we had one name, which was, you know, we had our name, and I was like, man, we need to rebrand ourselves because we on a different energy, man. We changed our names, and you know, we went for it, and had an unsung hero with us, MVP with us that bought it home, man. We ended up went from last to first, man.
Salt March.
Salt March.
Shout out to the Salt March, man.
Yeah, man. We went from first to last.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a heck of a turnaround in 1 week, man.
Yeah.
Week.
We only saw like one return person that we know. The guy.
Yeah.
And I bet he was like, God dang. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a heck of a turnaround from last to first.
You know what I mean? But you know what?
That's a metaphor in that, though.
It is. What? In those last 2 rounds, like the question worth 30. And then the question where you could wager your own, you gotta risk it, bro. Like, because people saying, bro, just bet 100. I put 180 on that thing. That's all our points. 9 short. But no, I enjoyed the trivia night, and you know what I like about that, because it's like, it's not a make or break challenge. Like if we lose, like the first week, I didn't think I was dumb because we got last place. I did want to challenge myself to like learn something new. Like, like let me come into this week knowing something.
Yeah.
Boy looked up his errors, forgot to look up the gulfs.
Yeah, I'm about to say I really did brush up on my geography.
Yeah,
I was like, I know our side of it because we've been looking at them. I gotta go across that water. That boy, but I didn't know I needed to look at the water.
Yeah, I didn't know, man. I didn't know if that many gulfs. But anyways, no, I definitely enjoyed that, but I like that it gave me the challenge to want to learn something and, you know, take it with me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a learning experience. Some of that stuff, like the questions I gave wrong, I remember that. Like,
yeah, I think that trivia night right now is so important to me because I'm working so hard, and like when I'm working that hard, I need to like be extremely intentional on balancing my life out. So like, I work hard, but I need to actively go do something, not just sit in the house and watch TV. Like I need to go do something that I enjoy. So I think that's why that's been so important and meaningful for me, because I really need something to look forward to during the week, during this time where it's like I'm working 11-hour days, 10-hour days.
That's good, man. My week has been pretty good. I had a nice little week, you know. Had the trivia. Monday, I went to my first acting class. And your first class, you just observe.
Okay.
So I got to observe. And
what were they doing?
Just scenes. They just did like pairs of people did different scenes.
Was it like impromptu or like?
Nah. They definitely prepared before they got there.
So you get scripts and you perform.
But they didn't have scripts in hand. They memorized. Anybody that has a drama or theater background, it's more like it was like a black box setting.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know, but pretty much it was just like had 2 rows of chairs, like one lower, one upper. At the little stage, and it ain't a big space. Mm-hmm. It's in the Southside Music Hall, like in one of the rooms.
Oh, okay.
So it ain't a big space. So it's very intimate in there. Like people gonna hear your stomach growling. Me, you know what I mean? But anyways, but yeah, they had like on the board a list of the people that was performing together, and what scenes they were performing and stuff like that. And they went in there and they did it, and it was a wide range of stuff. There was some emotional stuff. There was some racial stuff. One dude did a scene out the Green Book. One did a scene of American Psycho. So it was a wide range.
Was it a lot of people in the class?
Yeah, it actually was. It was a full class. It had like maybe 3 or 4 seats open when I walked in, and I was a little bit late.
How many people would you say was in there? About 30, 40, 50, 60?
Probably like 22.
Okay.
Probably 22. If not between 16 and 20, because some people left. Like after you do your scene, you can leave. Like it's like a real class.
Oh, so some people just got their stuff off and just left.
Yeah, for real.
Dang,
for real. Like, but this is an intermediate class that I observed.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a beginner's class. So these people that's kind of like been there for a little bit, and I really enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed the observation. Like,
so what would be the next step for you?
I got an audition. For. You audition for placement. Like, so based off what I do, I either get put in a beginner class or you can go straight to intermediate, which would be the class that was in.
So they got higher than intermediate?
Yeah, they got an advanced class on Thursdays. I was like, dang, I wonder what they be doing. Because they was eating it too. Like, but it was like very informal, but it was casual. Like some people's acting, kind of forgot some lines and they just say, hey, line. Somebody, one of their friends that's reading it, give them the line, keep going. And the teacher, like, she didn't wait for you to do the whole thing, then like coach you up. She'll coach you in between like in the scene, like, hey, no, do that again. Like, give me more of this, do more of that. You know what I'm saying? And so she was there, but the audition is I got to do a minute. Well, it ain't got to be a minute. Got to be a minute or less. Got to do a monologue via Zoom with her, the teacher. And I think maybe somebody else, but and I'm in the process of finding the monologue. I was gonna do it this week, but she was like, "Hey, all the spots filled this week, but we got spots next week for the auditions." So,
what is a monologue?
Monologue is just basically you talking. Like it's just mono, means one. So like dialogue would be between 2 people. Monologue is just that character speaking. Think of a monologue at the beginning when people like the intro to Hitch when it's just him talking. That's a monologue. You know what I mean? Like those great speeches dudes do like on the battlefield before they run out. That's a monologue.
They gonna give you one, or they just said you can
no,
do
you
it?
Pick one.
Oh my gosh!
So and that's what's crazy. Like
you can go a lot of different ways.
That's what I've been using this week to do. I've been doing a lot of listening to scenes and on YouTube.
So I imagine you got to have it memorized.
I guess maybe you do. I mean, it's on Zoom, so you pretty sure somebody can have like the.
See, I don't know if I'd be felt like, but I guess acting is people do view it through screens normally, TV, movies. So,
but then again, that class is filled up every day of the week from 6:30 to 9. So like, and I think the teacher, she's like an actress turned lawyer turned like actress on the side. So she has pretty busy days, she says. So it's like Zoom is like the only way she can kind of get it in, But I get it. Hey,
I respect multifaceted people.
Yeah, man.
Because your days be long. You do one thing.
She's a lawyer. Come back and teach acting class from 6:30 to 9.
Monday through Thursday
and Saturday.
Oh dang!
I got the paper right there. I'll let you read it. But anyway, yeah. So I was able to watch the class and had some good scenes. Had some good actors in there. You know, colorful class, diverse, very diverse.
Yeah.
And it was cool. And they like record every scene, so I guess they continue your scene because you know they be your reel and stuff. That's what you send off to the people. But you know, I'm excited about that. A little nervous because I'm like, man. But I like talking. Like I think I can do it. It just
I feel like you're gonna pick a powerful monologue. You ain't gonna pick nothing light. Like maybe Will Smith when he was talking at the end when his father about that scene with his father.
Which one?
It was at the very end
of Hitch.
No, I'm talking about Will Smith on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh yeah, nah. That's heavy.
I feel like you're gonna do something.
I'm gonna do something like The Wire. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do something like The Wire. I don't want to, but I don't want to do Will or Denzel because that's expected. I'm a black man, bro.
I mean, that's a pretty random scene though. But I figure you
a random Will Smith when why he don't love me no more.
Yeah,
that's one of his most famous scenes ever.
Yeah,
but no, but I'm saying that because look what I'm trying to prove. Like that's expected.
You want to show your range?
Yes, bro. I'm not about to go in there and do Denzel from Remember the Titans. I know that.
Coach Carter.
Yeah, hey, while you playing.
But I want something that's like something with a powerful black man speech.
But I see that's why I said I like The Wire because like The Wire is like poetic and it's not like their conversations, the dialogue in The Wire, the talking. It ain't always screaming, passionate. It be on some smooth, like, you know, you kind of get into the character, you know. So I was thinking about that. I don't know. I've been listening to a bunch of stuff, but that was exciting for me, man. I drove home, took like a 5-minute shower, then went down there, immediately drove down there. But I was a little bit late, but that was exciting for me. That was the highlight of my week, really. And man, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just I was just like, bro. I was watching the actors and the actresses, and I was like, I said I can hang with these people, bro. You know me. I just shoot for the stars. I can hang with them. Like it wasn't just like the talent level was good. Like it's definitely intermediate. I was like, bro.
I say you could tell it was intermediate.
Yeah, I can get there. Like but I ain't gonna lie. They had some people that's like, I don't know why she in this class. Like. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
where would you like ideally want to be placed?
I don't know. I low key would want to be. See, that's what I was wondering. I didn't ask you this like how long are you in the beginning class before you get promoted? Because I would like the beginning class just for her to explain the basis of. Because like I walked in there. People doing they scenes, bro.
Yeah, that's why I said intermediate. Maybe you just hit the ground running.
I mean, people doing they scenes, bro. People not. It ain't no like. I'll tell you what. This is exactly how it happened. Somebody do they scene, okay, and then when it's over, they say, hey, "Okay, scene." She'll give him some feedback. The teacher, she give him some feedback. She had like a little director's chair in the middle of the class, in the middle of the audience. She give a little direction. Hey man, do you have a? She always said like, do you have an object for this scene? Do you have like a connection? Blah blah blah. Coach them up. Then she'll get up and just leave. Walk out the set. And then the stage people, they ask the next two people, okay, what do you need? And they might say, hey, I need that desk right there. I need this couch right here. Need that mirror over there. They redo the scene. And and they get set, and I noticed that like as the actor, you kind of get yourself together, and when you're ready for the teacher to come out, you go and ring the bell, ding, till she walk out, and then once she walk out and sit down, you say ready, your co-star says ready, do press play on the press record, and then you start your scene, and it's like a churning wheel. Once that's over, she get up, she do her coaching, get up, walk out. You ring the bell, she come back. They do it like that.
That's the purpose of her walking out.
I just think it kind of resets the room.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It resets the room. So, and it like I think it helps her too. Like so, she not like she can erase that last scene and come into this scene fresh. It's like those, what they call those mnemonic devices that just help people like experience stuff. So. But anyway, my bad, man. That was long winded. But yeah, that was highlight of my week. Outside of that, it's just been hot, bro. It's just been hot. Like that's what I've been struggling under this heat this week. And it can drain you, man. I was drained today, bro. I was on the roof today, man, and that took everything out of me. But that's pretty much been my week, and everything has been pretty exciting. And kind of like yourself, I was setting up for the podcast today, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, I said, ain't nothing really wrong in my life. It's some things I want that can be better.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing detrimentally wrong. And I thought about this because, I ain't gonna tell my business, but, you know, our open enrollment was there. It's open enrollment. So I was getting all my coverages and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm looking at the different things, short-term illness, long-term illness, short-term disease, and long hospital stays. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff. I was like, man, like, I haven't dealt with none of that. And I just got to be thankful. You know what I mean? Like, because that's a real live thing for some people. And I don't want to speak no ill will, knock on wood, but like, it's like, I almost don't even expect that to happen. And, you know, like, just the way I live, you know, I'm just saying, I don't put myself in harm's way like that. But that and put that in perspective, like, you know, it's like you said, I just kind of been trying to be thankful for the peace that's in my life. Yeah. So, but what I wanted to do for the listeners, you know, me and Ed was going back and forth about what we want to talk about today, and I said to myself, man, you know what we need to do? We just need to do a good old fashioned wellness check, man. Like
we really do, man.
Like just get the let's just get the temperature. You know, let's just get the temperature of the room, man. Let's just get a gauge, man. But let me ask you this first. When you hear wellness check, what do you think of? Because I got some questions and stuff. Yeah.
When I hear wellness check, I just think about how are you overall? How is your overall being? Like, that encompasses everything for me. That means how you doing mentally, how you doing physically, how you doing spiritually, financially,
sexually.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
It just encompasses everything. Yeah. Like, how are you?
And it's complicated.
Like, it's a lot of things.
Because people so I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because there's just so much that many components into your overall wellness.
And then you know what? When you say that, it makes me think, you know, people are so multifaceted. Like, I could be doing great spiritually right now. I'm in tune with the man. Financially, I mean, I'm down. I'm down, bro. You know what I mean?
Or you might be doing good professionally, but then everywhere else, your life is in shambles. But hey, you go to work every day and you make your money.
So I got 10 questions.
Okay.
And I think after these 10, we might have a good gauge. And this is good, man. I have an article here. It's called I Don't Mind. It's like a idon'tmind.com. It's a journal. It's like they call it Just Checking In. It's 10 minutes, 10 questions, but we're going to flesh it out a little bit here.
Yeah.
I will say, first, let me give you like a wellness check, because there are different wellness checks. Like, there's a wellness check that you can actually call in on a person, like police come over there and check on you, or a professional goes over there. And we got information. I got some information for that after this.
Okay.
So pretty much like you said, it's just like, you know, with the wellness check, just getting a gauge of how you been, like you said, overall. And I think it's so important to do this and engage in this, because where we're living right now, so many things grab at you mentally, spiritually, you know, financially. Like, it's hard to, sometimes you don't even know where you at sometimes until you ask the question and have to actually say it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says a few quick things to keep in mind when you're doing this wellness check. And if you're listening, man, you can go do this with your people, your girl, your boy, your lover, your partner, your family, mama, daddy, cousin, whatever. It says a few quick things to keep in mind. It says spend as much time as you want on each question. Stay engaged on the follow-up questions. Keep things judgment-free.
Okay.
You know, we don't do that. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to listen. So when you talking, I'm going to listen. Blah, 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 blah.
All right.
And then lastly, it says stay in touch after and don't be afraid to connect them to resources. So here's the first question. funny enough, and I know we ask each other this all the time, but how are you feeling today? Really, physically and mentally.
Physically, I feel good, man. I just recently went to the chiropractor Wednesday, and I got a good workout in before I came here, so I feel good. You know, this 6 sets of curl season. So, so physically, I feel good, man. I've been battling with some little nick injuries with my wrist and my pinky fingers.
Both pinky fingers?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's boxing related.
Oh, because of your gloves?
I'm probably doing something wrong.
Okay. See, I didn't know that.
But I've been dealing with my little wrist injuries. It was like my left one was really messed up. Then my right one started hurting, but they healing now. But the issue is I never stopped working out. So
so you ain't getting time to recover.
It probably could have recovered. It's taking longer, but because I always feel like when I finally get to a point where I'm finally seeing some real gains and stuff, and I'm making some leeway, and I see, like changes, like real changes, I get hurt. I feel like that happened with me every time. Then I got to stop. Then I got to build back up.
It's the story of your life, boy.
Build and destroy.
It's the story of your life.
So I was like, man, I don't want to do this time. I was like, man, I mean, it ain't like that hurt. So I'm going to just like kind of push through it. And I mean, I had to start doing kind of like lighter weight, of course. But
of course.
So like I say, other than those little injuries, like physically, I'm good right now, man. What was the other one?
Mentally,
like I said, for me, honestly, that's like always gonna be a work in progress,
day by day.
Me learning more about myself. I'm going to therapy once a week right now, and man, we just been talking about like some type of like some traumatic events in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Like there's just this one moment that stand out the most, and somehow we ended up on that, and I learned that like I learned probably one of the biggest self discoveries I had in a while about how like I don't really like outwardly show emotion, right?
Yeah,
like you can't really just tell.
Oh my god!
Me happy, me sad.
No.
Me like this.
That is yes.
I don't outwardly show emotions, and the connection was made. Well, that I didn't grow up seeing that. People just outwardly show emotions like that. So that's kind of where it originated from, and I never put the pieces together. I was like, oh, I just thought, that was me. But nah, man. Like I said, but therapy, like I said, for me, it's honestly, it's such a journey of self discovery, but it's guided rather than me doing it on my own. That's all I would say it is. And like, instead of me just working through stuff, I just got somebody kind of guide me. He don't say what's right or wrong or tell me what to do or anything. He just help guide you to self discovery, because self discovery is always different, and that's all. At least what my therapy is. But I mentally though, like I said, I've been good. Like I said, sometimes I just get caught up in like looking ahead and stuff, and I don't look around me, and like that's how I've been looking around me and just saying, this is a moment of peace. Appreciate this. I mean, I do stuff right now, but life ain't too hectic. It's peaceful, man, and like appreciate this moment. So. I've been doing that, man. That's all I say, man. Mentally, I've been good, man. Like I say, it's peace. I'm at peace right now, and I think too, like, because when you imagine peace, you might have like certain things that you think would make you feel at peace, or like So I think that was my issue. Like I had like what I thought peace would look like, not realizing that. No, this is my peace. I'm, chilling, and like I said, and like just mentally, I'm really. I say chilling, but I really mean like I am at peace. I am stillness. I am one with water. Like I ain't nothing like disrupting me right now. It's just,
hey man,
I'm just working my little move, man. But yeah, mentally though, I'm good, man.
It's so funny that you say that. I actually told Buddha. I asked Buddha this like the other day. I was like, bro, when the last time you seen Ed just happy? Like, what you mean? Like, when the last time you seen Ed just like outwardly happy about something? Like he, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't seen that in a long time. I haven't seen that in a long time. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I haven't been thinking that the first time I had that thought, I was by myself. I was walking back to the house from the store or something like that. And I was just like, man, I ain't seen Ed being like, I know my boy good, but I ain't seen him just like express joy in a long time. Like in a long time. And I was like, and then I started trying to think, when's the last time I saw it? I was like, I don't know. Like, the dude done graduated twice. The dude state champions. I was like, I ain't never seen him be outwardly happy about anything in a long time. Like,
and I was,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad you brought to that because I was glad you brought that up because that was not a worry for me, but it was just like an observation from a friend. I was like, man, I ain't seen my boy. Like, I know he good, but I ain't just seen him like.
But yeah, I mean, that's my thing. I don't.
But I was just like, that's just not him.
That's not natural for me to outwardly show emotion. And it's like, it's not that I don't have emotion and I don't use my words.
Yeah.
Like, I just went through all that saying where I'm at, you know.
Yeah.
Like, just outwardly, I don't know how to do that. Or I don't know if I don't know. We like I say, we still working through that in there. Because I don't know if that's...
I'm happy to hear that's...
Yeah, well, we got to the root of it.
I like that. I like that y'all talked about that.
But like I said, I don't know if that's... Being that I do communicate, I don't know if that's a bad thing and do I work on that and how? Like I say, it's...
Yeah, how do you get better at that?
Yeah, and is that something that I need to have?
Nah.
If you communicate? But you know, too, though, I've always, like... People would tell me I was hard to read, and then people would say, well, you don't, then romantically, I would hear, oh, you don't really show emote. But I'll say, like, communicate it, but like, they was like, I can't tell, like, if you happy, you sad, and it's like.
Definitely middle of the road guy.
Yeah. I was like, so I don't know. Like I said, that's.
That's a lot, man.
Like I said, and then me outwardly happy, is that just me smiling, like. Then it's weird. It's like, oh, that don't even look right. Look, like you can tell you forcing it. Like,
what do you do when you happen to see somebody? You just like, hey, what's up?
Say their name. Give them a hug.
Well, you don't get nobody no hugs. Stop that.
Come on. Yeah, I give you hugs. I mean, we see each other a lot now, though. But
I hug you first, Ed. Pause. No pause on that.
Hug me and that I hadn't.
Oh yeah, I have.
Don't do that.
I just want to be hugged. I'm sorry.
Pause.
Please.
Thank you. But nah. I don't know.
No. Yeah.
Do I walk around? I don't know. But like I said, that's an internal battle of mine.
But
like,
you know what? That's your work. That's your work. That's what you got to do. I'm just saying that I thought about it. You know what I mean? And I'm happy to hear that that's what y'all working on. I'm actually very happy. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I've never made that correlation ever.
That's so crazy to hear. That is so crazy to hear. Okay, that's question one. I'm going to answer it. Physically, see, this is why this is a good podcast. Because you got Ed over there across the table. He's an in-shape man. Me, not there. But physically, I feel great because I'm working towards it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I get in that gym, I get my cardio on, get my lift on. But I think, you know where I get the most physical work? At work. Because I be on the roofs.
I say you fighting the elements, man.
It be hot. I be bear crawling sometimes. Like 4 points of contact on the roof. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause
oh yeah, that makes sense on the roof.
Some of them steep, so you gotta gotta climb your way up. It's like I'm getting the workout. Like today was a workout.
Mm-hmm.
But not just to answer physical like in workout, but just overall physical health. You know, I'm doing good. I also went to the chiropractor Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I went to the chiropractor Wednesday. Got my stuff together, and you know what? It's funny because he was asking me. You know, you had a little paper, then they asked you like, how much pain are you feeling right now? Like, and I be like, I got an ache, but it ain't no pain. Like,
it's a difference.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't inhibiting me. You know what I mean? But like, it's there sometimes. And he was like, well, yeah, we older people now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't what we used to be. But, got that assessment done, and it was good. So physically, I've been feeling good. I've been really focusing on my posture lately. Like, I be walking, I be trying to like keep my shoulders rolled back. Trying to keep them rolled back. Yeah, I try to like fix my steps, take complete steps, like don't drag my feet. Like I be having those little thoughts throughout the day like that, like pick up your feet, dude. Or if I like not trip, but like how I be the rug in front of the convenience store, you might like get kind of tripped up on that. Like that'll happen, and then in my head I'll be like, "That wouldn't happen. You just pick your feet up." You know?
Yeah,
what
I'm about to say that's how you can tell if you dragging your feet if like a surface ain't perfectly level and you kind of trip up on it a little bit. Yeah,
like stuff like that happen. I'm like, bro, that wouldn't happen. Just pick up your feet, bro. Just pick up your feet, bro. You is not that tired. Like that'd be kind of like the physical gauge that I do throughout the day, and physically I'm good. I can walk. I got all my functions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do need to get some LASIK, but that's another episode. Mentally, I would say mentally I'm improving. And like now when you hear that, and when our listeners hear that, they gonna be like, dang, Jew was in the dark place. I wasn't. But like you said, like I'm always trying to improve mentally, like get myself out of my own way.
Yep.
Like, for real, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. For the last 2-3 days, I had laundry on my bed. I just scooted to the side, went to sleep. You know what I mean? And for some people, they, can't stand that like you. But me, but like, my room is definitely an extension of my mind. Like, if my mind is cluttered, my room is probably cluttered too. That is so true, bro. Like, for real, like, these last 2-3 days, like, I ain't gonna say my mind was cluttered because it was in a lot of different places, and so was everything in my room. Shoes over here, clothes over there, suitcase right there. I got mail on my desk from yesterday, unopened mail. You know what I mean? Like those things like that are the things I look at when I'm asking myself, how am I doing mentally? Like, dang, I ain't got no structure right now. I'm kind of went off the rails a little bit. But I'm improving, and like you were saying, I just keep myself centered. Like, a real good thing is this podcast. You know what I mean? That helps a lot, and we got trips and stuff coming up. So I feel like like life is good right now. Oh snap! But mentally, I'm good, man, and I'm good, and I'm improving. Only trying to get better. Like the biggest thing with me, just be better than you was yesterday.
Yeah.
So. But that's number one. My bad. Number two, what's taking up most of your headspace right now?
Oh, man. I love that question. That's
a great question.
I don't get asked that all. I've been asked that twice in my life now.
That's a great question.
And that was both pretty recent that I've been asked that. What's been taking up headspace in my head? That's what you said, right? It's been taking up the most headspace.
Right now, yeah.
Man, I think honestly, like what take up the most headspace in my head now is like what I have to do next. Cause I'm just at that point where it's like, even if it's not necessarily like a task I don't mind doing or I'm looking forward to, it's still like, that's like what I'm always that's what be taking up a lot of my head space. Like what I got to do next. Like from here, I got to get something to eat. Oh, where you want to go from? Oh, it's 2 pizza place options. Okay, what time you gonna finish? Okay, so you got to figure out which one gonna be open. Yeah. So now you got to see that. And like it'd be like stuff like that where that take up a lot of my head space right now. Just thinking about literally my next move. Then too, man, I'm always thinking about like life on like a macro level and like what life really means to me, because it's like I know. I feel like, we get into that age where like life changes are starting to happen
Right,
for like the people
life
around me, like people starting families and
married.
Yeah, and getting married and like those dynamics changing, like my relationship with people that's going through life stuff is changing, and it's like a lot of stuff is starting to make sense to me now. Where it was like your parents don't like, they might have quote unquote friends, but they don't. You got a family, and that's like first, and like so just like thinking about like life and like what I truly want from it, and like. Sure. That's what I've been thinking about lately, because it's like, you just kind of told, okay, you go get a job, find a woman, marry her, have a family, and it's like, okay, you can want that, but if you don't want, but if that's not happening for you now, do you feel a deficiency in your life? And like, dang. I've been thinking about that, where it's like, no, because like. I do know, like, I've been thinking about this, like, in my younger days, it'd be like, oh, man, when I get a woman, we're going to do that. Or, like, I'm going to have this set up when all this align. Or, like, but it's always contingent. Like stuff I want to do is always contingent on when something else finally happened.
Right.
And now I feel like I'm just in a place in my life where nothing is contingent on something else happening first. It's like I'm like really like I'm like creating the life I always seen for myself.
All right.
And that's what's been like occupying my mind. Like I'm like, this life that I have now is the life I've always seen for myself. Like that when I would imagine and dream, like, man, I can't. Yeah, it'd be cool to live somewhere. Yeah, and you got like stuff to do during the week.
Yeah,
and like,
But you're building it.
Yeah, like I'm literally creating that life that I always dreamed of right now.
Right.
And like that's kind of what's just been on my mind. That and like I said, man, just figuring out like what really mattered to me, and like not thinking, that because I don't have whatever a marriage and kids or none of that yet, that I'm not operating in a deficiency. I'm operating just
optimally.
Yeah, and just where I am in life right now, and just appreciating that. And that's kind of that's what be consuming my mind. And like, I mean, I used to be thinking about a house, but I'm not doing that right now because of the market. So, but that's literally what be the next move, and then what I just described, like, and what I want out of life, and like just thinking about that, and that's literally what consumes my mind. Oh yeah, and food, but what I want to eat. But yeah, that's to answer that question. That's what mainly been consuming my mind.
Yeah, that's actually very good. I mean, very interesting that you shared that with us, because I'm kind of feeling the same way. But like in a different approach. Like for me, like I'm like constantly thinking about the next move. Like, and you laid it out day by day, and that happens for me too. But sometimes I chalk it up to my like anxiety, the little smidget I do have. Like, dang, what I need to do next, throughout the day. But on a macro level, I mean, like, I know I ask myself this question like at least 2 or 3 times a day. Like, am I doing everything I can right now to put myself in position to be where I want to be? Is this the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right field, in the right job? How can I steer this skill set that I have to be advantageous in all my aspirations? And like constantly breaking that down, like, well, dang. Okay, look, I'd be like, man, okay. Acting class, that was good. I can be an actor. Like, I'm charismatic. Does that even fit my lifestyle? Acting, you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like, how do I even insert that? Like, what does that look like? Like, how do I even prepare myself to take on, even if it's just a hobby? Not even trying to be like in the movies, but like, how do I insert that in my daily routine, my life? You know what I mean? What makes me even want to do that? Oh, I want a creative outlet. You know what I mean? Why do I want a creative outlet? Am I feeling like, am I trying to avoid something else? You know what I mean? Like, that's how my mind be working. It seems like I just went from boom, 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 boom. But like, that's how it kind of gets scattered for me, and that takes up a lot of my headspace, a lot of my thinking, and like I said it before, like I be in the car, bro. I be in the car driving, man, music, podcast, YouTube, whatever. Sometimes just silence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it gives me a lot of time. Like I get lost on the road. Like I just zone out, and this really would be my thinking, my thought processes. Weighing these different opportunities that could come or that are there or not even there. And if they're not even there, I'm probably thinking about how to create those opportunities. Like, how do I make this happen for myself? How do I make this happen for my people, my friends, my family? Like, and I get caught up in that a lot, man. And sometimes it can weigh me down, make me feel like I'm not doing all I can. But then sometimes it boosts me too. Like, man, like you said, like, the fact that I even got these opportunities to think this freely and I ain't got no obligations, like, I got to be happy about that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much like what goes into it. And I think about my family a lot for sure. You know what? I think about my friends too. Like, man, I wonder if they're going to do something with their boxing. Like, in my head. Like, or, you know, I hope Buddha get his stuff together. Or I hope, you know, all our other friends get their stuff together. And yeah, it'd be like that. Oh, and just my responsibilities. Like I you know, I'm the president of my class, so I got that stuff coming up. And I got the podcast, and I got my other friend groups that they're trying to do trips and stuff like that. So, you know, that's pretty much it, though. Ironically, this next question it asks what was your last full meal, and have you been drinking enough water?
It said what?
What was your last full meal, and have you been drinking enough water?
I've never been. Oh, there's some good questions.
I did bad on water today. I'll be honest.
My last full meal was lunch.
Yeah.
Sprouts. They got like these. Sprouts, my new place, my little grocery store. Man, I like their meatballs. But yeah, they got like these one skillet meals. It'd be raw, but they give you everything that you need. That way, you just throw it in the skillet and. And it was some type of steak one, that it came like the steak was kind of cut up, but it was like in really like massive chunks. So I cut that thing even more. And I had, it needed to go over something. So I had just boiled some noodles and threw it over the noodles. Oh, okay. It was really leftover because I normally don't eat that heavy for lunch, but that was what I had for dinner. And like, I don't get, I used to try to like be like, oh man, let me try to just force myself to finish this food. Now I'm like, I feel good. I'll do something with this. Like, and like I said, I took it to lunch. So I had that leftovers. And I think like some graham crackers and some bananas. But yeah, that was the last full meal I had. Then water. I did good on water. Man, I've been going through something where my mouth just be feeling dry no matter how much water I drink.
That's that heat, man.
That's what that is?
Gotta be that heat, that dry heat. Bro.
See, I be inside though, so I don't think I'm affected by that. But it's been something, dude, because I be like
cotton mouth,
knocking it down. And it's not cotton mouth. That's the difference. It's like, it's not cotton mouth, but my mouth just, you know, like if you drink Hawaiian punch, that feeling that.
Yeah, I do.
That's
the
what I
do. The
jug
Hawaiian punch. You talking about the jug Hawaiian punch?
Sure, I don't.
Well, they taste different, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
The can and the jug.
Oh, they do taste different.
They all three taste different, but go ahead.
The can just not that good.
That one, I'm talking
about the jug. Yeah, like where your mouth just feels it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But no, I did good on my water today. I had my gallon. I didn't go crazy, but I for sure got my little gallon in.
Yeah, I did pretty bad on my water today. Well, you know what? I think I did all right. Not the best, but not the worst. Because I had my liter, got the liter out the way. But I was giving water everywhere I went today. So, you know what I'm saying? So, because I had 2 liter bottles that I just took with me because I need to get another hydro flask. My old one is at home, like hometown, and that mug is way old. I need to get a new one. But anyway, Drunk my liter, got that out the way. And you know, like, it ain't just water, but I try to like drink enough water by a certain time of day. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I had that liter, but if I didn't finish that liter until like 2:00, it's like, man, I'm kind of behind. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But what broke it up is that both houses that I went to, I think all 3 houses I went to today, homeowners gave me water. And I just drank it right there. So, you know, I think I ended up doing pretty good. And you know, you can always tell outside of the urine test. You know what I'm saying? I can always kind of tell just by how I'm feeling. Like, if I'm feeling like, funny enough, if I feel lubricated, pause. Just like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm good. Like I'm vibing. Like, even though it was hot, I'm sweating good. You know what I mean? Like, so I think water was good today. Not the best. But then again, that ceiling for me is pretty high because I'm out there in the heat. So, like, if I was stationary, this probably would have been a good day for water. But because I'm in the heat and doing a lot of labor, wasn't that bad good. But number 4, Bo, how's the sleep been going?
You know, it's been weird because I
had a weird week of sleep too.
Well, for me, it's like when we started working 8 to 5, I started going to sleep later because waking up in time to go to work for 8 means I just got to wake up at like 7, and that's like easy. But then I started going to work for 7, but I'm still getting to bed at like 11 and 12. But the trade-off for me is if I go to bed at 10 something, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night.
For sure.
Then I'm going to be up for like an hour or 2, then go back to sleep, and it's going to be nasty.
For sure.
But I've been sleeping through the night, but that time be coming so fast because you sleep through the night. So it ain't like you can feel the hours go by. You just close your eyes and wake up. So like the time been just coming fast, man. I don't be tired, but I be like, it's 6 already? And then like I gotta have multiple alarms, so I know and it helped me too psychologically. Feel like I get more sleep. So the first one go off at 5:50, then 5:55. But these past mornings, the first one I hear is 6, and I be like, dang, what my other 2?
Did you slept through them?
Yeah.
Oh man,
and
that'd be crazy when you sleep through an alarm.
Yeah, and I need those to make me feel like, okay, I still got an extra few minutes. I can be happy about that.
Yeah.
But now my sleep it's been good. Like I said, it's just I definitely need to probably start going to sleep earlier. But like I said, my days after work, I just got so much to do, so I just I get to sleep. But I've been watching basketball too. But now that sports are over
real
with,
sports.
Yeah, well, the ones I watch,
the main
sports.
I'm sorry.
I can start getting to bed earlier because it ain't okay, I just finished my task. It's 9, but now I got to watch a game. So now I'm up to 11. Now it's going to be like, okay, watch your little episode or something and get to sleep. So my sleep has been, because I don't just, me personally, it's a good night if I sleep through the night because I just don't sleep through the night. So I've been sleeping through the night, but like that's the trade off for me. It's like, dang, I do, but shoot. 6 comes so fast now.
You know what for me is that my sleep quality it's funny because it kind of starts like that Sunday or Monday. Like I think Sunday or maybe it was Monday, I went to sleep super early, and it kind of sets the pattern for the rest of the week for me. Like Monday, I went to sleep super early, like after work. I ain't gonna lie, I went to sleep at like 7:30. And of course, like you said, I woke up. I kind of woke up a couple of times, like around 8:30, but I went back to sleep because I was just done. I didn't have nothing else to do for the day. But like you said, I woke up in the middle of the night. Well, I was up from like 2 in the morning to like 5:30. You know what I mean? And like once that happens for me, that's how every day is gonna be like that for the rest of the week until something happens to where I reset it. And the sleep has actually been good, but it's not when I wanted it, when I needed it. Like, but I need to sleep through the night. Like, I still got a whole day of work to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been kind of good. It's just been sporadic and like off kilter. Like I should be sleeping through the night, but I haven't been. and kind of like you, I've been watching the games and stuff like that, and you know, we've been having stuff to do during the week. So, you know, I had the acting class and I had the trivia. So that kind of helps reset it for me sometimes.
I never realized it, but I'm that same. Where it's like if I had that night where I'm like up, that's kind of gonna like start happening now.
Like that at least happens for like 3 more days for me. To be honest with you, until like, but something got to happen to reset it. Like either I go out or you know what I mean, something. But I gotta reset it, and sometimes that's hard for me. But the actual quality of sleep has been pretty good. I had some strange dreams. I had not that I had strange dreams. I had some strange people show up in my dream this week. I'm gonna tell you off mic. Like it was a couple people. I was like, why are they in my dream? Like I hope that God tell me to reach out to that person. But anyways, it's been good, and the actual quality of sleep been good. The dreams have been weird. The times have been off kilter, but the actual sleep is good. And I think I'm turning into more of a napper, bro. Like I get a quick hour nap in and be good. Like I don't know why, but anyways, we kind of talked about this already. It says, what have you been doing for exercise? You got your boxing.
Yeah,
I got the workouts.
Yeah, I just been
and job
boxing and working out. That's been my only exercise.
I've been climbing up on roofs. Some of them inclines, hey, they get you right, bro. My hips be right, bro. I get off that roof, I be limber, bro. I be flexible.
It open you up.
Yeah, they do. Pause. Oh, here's a good one though. We only got like 4 more. What did you do today that made you feel good? See, this is good. What
did I do today that made me feel good? Man, my drive this morning, like I said, I just looked around and I just felt really grateful, and I just thanked God for my life. That made me feel really good. And like I said, that was this morning, so that kind of just set the tone for my day. Then, you know, I'm a part of the minority that like the Drake album, so I was already in like a happy mood. So it had that little bounce to it, the little. So I don't know, it was good. Like I said, just me being grateful and saying, man, life is good. And like I said, so I just went through like today with a high level of gratitude. So I was just in a great mood, and it was Friday, so. And it's it's an extended weekend and stuff. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. It felt that's what I don't know. That to answer your question.
Yeah, man. You know what's funny? I went to a house in the country. First appointment, customer was in like the country. It was in Whitney.
Where is that?
South of Burleson.
Oh.
Yeah, it's down there.
You really be getting around the DFW.
Yeah. Hey, you see, I just knew that off the bat.
I'm about to say, because
I'm well versed, bro.
I'm about to say that. Cause
I'm well versed, man. At this point. But you know what? It ain't what I did that felt good, but the setting was good. The house was like a nice little quaint house. Backyard, they had like a couple of dogs. They had some nice dogs, but they had a couple of holes in their backyard. But it's the country, so it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like they had room to run around. But anyway, I did the job. I was talking to the lady. Her and her partner. They were 2 women. One of them had left, and they had like a mixed child. And like I did the job for them. I was talking to the lady, and she was just like, thank you for coming out here, man. I know it's a long drive for you, you know, because I told her where I was coming from. She said, but thank you, man. Like, we really been looking forward to this. And my wife loves like renewable energy and green energy and stuff like that. And we've been teaching our daughter about it. She just graduated because I saw her room and stuff like that. And they were just so thankful for me coming, you know. Like I don't get that often. Well, not that I don't get that often. Just it don't be that genuine, you know. Like actually stop you. Hey, thank you. And then what else was good? The second house was a black lady, and she was nice. She was nice. She gave me a room temperature water and a frozen water. She's like, see, this gonna melt and it's gonna taste good. And she is like, hey. And she said this. She said, I don't usually give away my frozen water, but you a hardworking black man, so I had to give it to. And I was just like,
I am. Thank you.
Hey, I told her, I was like, hey man, I'm trying, man, I'm trying. And, that's the thing that make you smile. I drove out, I just smiled like, and I was like, well, thank you, but that made me feel good that like, I like that I was able to show two people, one person in my own community, like. Still some good brothers out here. Just hey, just earning an honest dollar.
Yeah.
It's just an honest dollar, bro. Like I ain't scamming nobody. I ain't sticking nobody up. Just honest dollar. Yeah. I'm in the heat. Do my thing, get on, man.
It's an honest dollar, man.
That's an honest dollar, bro. For real, bro. But that made me feel good, for sure. And then yeah, man. Number 7. What's something you can do today that would be good for you? And I'll answer this first. I need to go buy another crock pot, bro. Cause I got plans on some ham hocks tomorrow. I'm about to soak the beans tonight.
Oh, you gonna do it?
Yeah. But cause like that helps me. Like cooking is like it's like science to me. It's like a little experiment. So. I gotta go get me a crock pot because I got one, but I don't think it's gonna fit all my ham hocks in there. Mm-hmm. And I actually probably don't need to make this much food because it's just me that's probably gonna eat it. But
where you got ham hocks from?
They be at the Kroger? Yeah, right there yeah, bro. Yeah.
I be having all types of meat at y'all stores around here.
But anyways. I need to go get a crock pot. Me and my mom was arguing. She was like, hey, man, you could just boil that in the pot and then add it to the beans in the crock pot. I'm like, no, mama, that's not how it works. Like, you got to cook it together so all the flavors together. Like, they ain't where it's supposed to, they ain't how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go get a crock pot. Hopefully I can catch it. If not, I'll get it in the morning. But anyways, that'd be good for me, man. Cause I just like doing my little experiments, and I ain't got no beakers and chemicals, so I just use food anyway. But that's something I can do for sure. And taking advantage of this extended weekend for sure. Like I wanna like, I ain't gonna lie, this gonna sound bad, but I want to do something real black. That's probably why I'm cooking ham hocks tomorrow, cause that's a black meal.
Yeah,
That's a black.
It's mad ethnic.
Yeah, that's bad. He says bad ethnic. Yeah, that's bad ethnic. That's bad ethnic. But like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna use no slander words here on the pod. But like, I just want to be a real black person this weekend. Like, I'm talking about. I might Saturday. The first song I might play is some Webby. That's what I'm talking. I'm on that level for sure. But that's it for me, man. I'm sorry, man. What do you think, man? I know. Today's dwindling down, but like, is there
what's the question again?
What's something you can do today that would be good for you?
Just go get me. I ain't gonna lie, I've been thinking about pizza since Tuesday, but I try to be on the straight and narrow during the week. So.
Yeah. What kind of pizza?
Man, I'm going through a phase right now where I like the little combination of pepperoni, onion, and green pepper. That's my little thing right now.
I like that.
I've been eating a little veggie. I can't do straight meat no more.
Yeah, me neither.
I've been wanting a little veggie on there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like a good Supreme too, but they normally cost a little bit more. But but I think for me,
what style? Chicago deep dish.
I like my
New York. What?
I always say that I like my women how I like my crust.
Oh, thick.
Or I like my crust how I like my women.
Athletic.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't like thin crust. I feel like thin crust is like, that's not my vibe. I ain't come up. I like a good pan or thick crust. I would say deep dish, but deep dish here is not deep dish, and it's just weird. I never even had authentic deep dish, but I know our deep. What you get around here ain't it. So whatever the thickest crust I can get. Okay.
My bad. I didn't want to send you on that.
But nah, just
sorry about that.
But nah, just go get my little pizza, man. Watch something and just relax, man. It's been a week.
Mm-hmm. You know what I haven't did in a while? I might do tonight. I might play the game. Like, I don't be playing the game.
Oh yeah, that stuff. It just sit there.
I play. like last Sunday I played the game. I was like, bro, I used to really like playing the game. Like, but I don't do it no more. So
yeah, I think I haven't played a game since I had some people in the town, and that was for Buddha's birthday. So that was what, August, September. It's about a year.
Dang, Jesus, Ed.
They just sit there.
It's a year ago.
And I be connecting. It's connected and everything, but that's not my thing.
Nobody hit you. Hey, but you want to get on the game?
My little brother used to. But like I said, I'm always like doing something. So that's why I say I just want to just be still.
Yeah.
I think that's what I just need, stillness.
Yeah.
Good meal.
And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got an empty house. I mean, my brother gone and my Corey. So I might just put on some little soothing music. Make me a my player on 2K and just see how and just see where that take me. You know what I mean? And just see where that take me. So, but no, man, that's good to hear about. And I kind of spoke on this number 8, and it says, "What's something you looking forward to in the next few days?" You know, we got the holiday of all holidays coming up, man. Juneteenth. I'm excited, man. How do you feel about Juneteenth?
I mean, it's definitely
not to make it political, but
I think it was not to, but it just recently became a federal holiday, so it's a little different now that you see it's like kind of being commercialized. But I don't know. I guess pros, cons. It bring recognition, and I know a lot of people now are saying what's Juneteenth. So
yeah,
the fact that people getting educated and learning, so dang, I thought that just meant everyone was freed in, and learning like, the history behind it. So, but nah, I don't know, pros, cons, just like everything in life. But yeah, that's main thing I'm looking forward to, Juneteenth. And like I said, it'd be nice. It's nice, honestly, to have that little extra day of, rest, considering
they didn't give me an off day, so I took it.
Yeah,
I just took off on Monday.
Yeah, I think I would have did the same if we didn't have it.
And they can't ask me nothing, bro. Like at that time, I'm like, are you serious? Look at me.
But I don't know. Some companies these days they would do like you get like 2 personal holidays,
that's
or
true.
something, or they always switch the name. And
they do that. I didn't think about that. They do that.
Like I say, they be having different names.
Yeah.
What's number 9?
It's funny because we answered this question 2 weeks ago. What's something we can do together this week, even if we're apart? Me and you. Well, it's meant for whoever you're talking to. So I'm asking you the question, so it means us. But
yeah, what's something we can do together, even if we're apart? What's something we can do together? Can record a podcast.
We always
hang out.
We go to our trivia. Basketball's over now, so we watched the game a couple weeks ago.
I'm about to say go to trivia.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
We see each other a healthy amount of times in a week.
You know what? We're not getting this acting class. I'll go to get one of your boxing sessions, and you can come to one of my classes.
I was thinking about that.
And just observe.
I was thinking that when you were saying, I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
It's different. It ain't different, but
I say it's something that you're not just used to seeing. So,
and what's funny, like it's in Southside Music Hall, and that's one of them places where like I'm only going there for concerts. It's actually kind of cool to see what's actually in.
I might say it's some other stuff. It's like a straight up bar in there, too.
It's literally like studios. Like the class next to that one was like a yoga class. The class next to that was like a tattoo place. Like across the hall was like a ensemble band place. Like dang, you could just rent out these rooms like this. Like we could do that and do the podcast there, But I had that thought. We don't have to because that's probably cost money. But anyways, no, for sure, man. But there's a lot of things that we do even when we're party. Anyways, like I see something nifty online. Like you sent me that tweet about the hat. Like when these dudes enter the cipher, they start. I didn't respond to it on Twitter, but I laughed because I know exactly. I was like,
oh, they start talking about the pyramids. Yeah,
I was like, yeah, for sure. But we do see each other a lot, and this funny because this like one of the questions I feel like that we got out in front of. You know what I mean? Because even this podcast is like a.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
This is like a culmination of what that question is.
I'm about to say, I don't see anybody outside of work more than you consistently.
No, yeah, you either. Because if not this, I'm here just chilling. You know,
yeah,
I'm just here just chilling. And last for number 10, I know we at our mark. What are you grateful for right now? I know we've talked about this a couple times.
Oh yeah,
but right now.
Right now, I'm grateful for the peace in my life. I'm grateful for my health. Just like the overall, like the good. Like I think everybody in my like, as far as I know, especially like my family, everybody is in good health and in good places right now and prospering. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for me being in a good space mentally, financially, physically. Yeah, I think that's what I'm grateful for right now. I mean, even heck, professionally too. I think I'm in a great spot. Like I said, I really just grateful for where I am right now. Because I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I always felt like just in my life, it was always like, ifs, like when you go through the ease, the personally, professionally, financially, I always felt like romantically or whatever, like I always felt like one was always like lacking or something, but like I finally feel like I'm just like in a good place across the board. Right. And I'm just grateful for that, to just be in a good place across the board right now.
You know what? You know what I love what you just said across the board, because I want my guys to be good. All my friends, I'm sorry, guys and girls. But how you said like you grateful for the people around you being in a good spot. I was thinking about that the other day because, you know, we got the trip coming up, right? I'm just glad that like we in a spot now where like, I ain't gonna say people got it, but it's like, I know my dudes are taken care of. Like they take care of themselves. Like it's a good feeling. Like I know I could hit like not ask for no money, but hey man, you think you want to do this Saturday? Yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like that conversation in 2010, he's like, man, how we gonna get? Like, okay, I'm gonna ask my mom for $20. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go cut some grass. We should have like $50 after that. Now it's just like, yeah, we go. Shoot, first round on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, that's so little because, you know, it's little, but like, I like that. You know what I mean?
Me
like,
too. Or like when we go places now, like everybody just meet there. We all gotta.
You ain't gotta pick nobody up.
Yeah. Everybody can get there on their own.
Everybody get there on their own, man. You know, those are the solid things I say to myself. I just look around like, man, y'all boys in some good spots. But but also, I'm grateful for that. I'm also just grateful just for health and like I'm just grateful that there's nothing really that's a burden to me right now. You know what I mean? Like so many times in our life, and especially in the well-being of black folk, how good we doing is so associated with how much we're suffering. And I can only say I'm not really suffering right now. Nothing outwardly. You know, I got my own things internally I need to work on for sure.
I'm suffering internally.
But
she came over.
You know what I mean? No, I'm grateful for that and grateful for friendship, family. Grateful for sometimes I just be grateful for being black, bro. Not to make it like that, but I'm gonna make it like that. I'm just glad of who I am and how I landed and how, you know, landed on my feet and stuff like that. So what did he say? I forgot the song. But anyway. But no, that's what I'm grateful for, man. Just life, bro.
That was a good wellness check, man.
You know, man.
That's some thorough like questions that people don't normally ask you on a day to day. And you definitely don't get all 10 of those in a conversation normally.
See, I want to ask that what can we do together this week evening? I want to ask that to like a random person. Like somebody I don't see. Like, what can we do this week together? You'd be surprised though. Yeah. But I want to say this about wellness checks. So the emphasis of a wellness check, and it's like it always been around, but now it's kind of coming to the forefront.
Yeah.
These last couple of years, like mental health and things like that. I don't want to get this confused with the actual wellness check. Like, if you know somebody that's going through something that has like real clinical, you know what I mean? You can get a wellness check card on them, like, and they'll send an expert out there, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's also a hotline. If you take 741, you can talk to like a therapist or something like that, and they'll do a wellness check with you as well. Like if you're feeling uneasy or off balance or not in the right space, you can text that number.
Yeah,
we'll put it in the description. You can text that number and hold on. Let me just. I want to be accurate just with this. There's a number. I think it's 741.
Yeah, that's the crisis text line.
Okay.
741-741.
Yeah. You could text that, and they will get you some help and resources. But I didn't want to end the episode without saying that, you know what I'm saying? But I love a good wellness check.
I was gonna say, I feel like people should start doing those more. Because, the funny thing is the people you talk to the most sometimes be the people that you don't really actually talk to.
Like actually talk about something like substantial.
Yeah.
I wish somebody can watch the last full meal I had. You know,
I can't recall the last time I've been asked that. Full meal too. They didn't just say what's the last thing you ate.
I was about to make an inappropriate joke.
Yeah,
about myself too. Like, but no, man, we need that more often. And
I definitely think we do because, like I said, that's that's not something that we talk about often or do. And I don't know why we think as a people we gotta like just quietly go through stuff or like you can't really talk about it till after the fact. When they're like, man, let me tell you what I had going on back then. And well, dang, why you? Dang.
Yeah, and what's funny? Why you ain't call me? Come on, bro. Why you ain't call me, bro? You could have called me, bro. That's what I be getting when I say that.
Yeah.
Bro, you could have called me. Come on, man. We got to break that stigma, man.
But yeah, man, I think we really do need to start doing wellness checks just to see where people at, man. Because like you said, like we do go through things, and like I said, like I think sometimes like you just kind of take people for granted in your life, or you just think, oh, well, they all right, you kind of just take it for granted and be like, nah, they may not be, or like you may talk about some like frivolous stuff like the game or something, but like, no, how you doing? Like, no, how you really doing? Like, So I do think wellness checks are important, and that's something that like we should implement, and like people should start doing, like
right.
Maybe once every few months, or heck, once a month, because a lot of life can happen in a month.
Right. And when you do it, man, you may realize somebody leans on you more than you maybe thought, or somebody may have needed that conversation more than you know.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's like even if you bring it up to them, like they might not want to talk about it first. Like what I like to do is like, let me get my answer first. I'll tell you what I'm going through. Not to make it about me, but like,
that might make somebody else comfortable.
Yeah, let's just set the stage.
I like that. That's true though, because you may not know how much a person really needs that. Because sometimes somebody hug me and I'll be like, I'm not gonna lie, I probably need that more than you.
I like the question here. I think it's like question 5 when it said, "What did you do to make you feel good today?" Like, that's a good question.
That is a good question
because you don't really know what somebody experienced throughout the day. Like,
could be something small, could be something big, but it's still nice to know that. Like, okay,
yeah, for sure.
I just always focus on like the bad and the negative, because that'd be too in our community. Like when people give you a recap, they just recap the bad.
The bad, they don't tell you nothing about the good stuff that happened.
They just recap the bad.
But
that ain't all life is. Well, hopefully.
Yeah. And what's funny, going into the weekend, that's a great like segue. Like what we're celebrating this weekend is liberation from suffering. Like the greatest suffering in the world, you know what I mean? And if you get to partake in that, and if you did partake in that, I should say, Man, I hope you had a good time and you lived it up and you really let them know what it's like to be us, you know? Because so much of our history includes suffering and turmoil and pain and all those downtrodden things, you know? But this time, this day, this society we live in, like, we got more control and shoot, man, we persevere. We be happy about it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a celebratory thing.
You know? And especially out here in Texas, which is, you know, where it's at. So, yeah, man. Where are the chicks?
It's important.
Man.
Don't be afraid to do it. This has been episode 70 of the Transferable Experience podcast.
I do not have a song.
Remember to do all the things on all the things.